Hey Travis County, welcome back to National Creativity Month. I'm Tamara Schubert, your Family Consumer Sciences educator for NMSU and Travis County Cooperative Extension. And we are talking all month about creative ways to recycle denim jeans once they're worn out. So we have been several places this month. We have done a bag out of denim, if you want to check that out on our Facebook or YouTube. Last week, we did placemats as well. So this week, we are headed to the kitchen and we are going to do hot pads. So there are a couple of things that we're going to need this week. We're going to need that front side of the pocket of the jean. And you can see that I've already used that rotary cutter and mat to square up. So you want to make sure that you avoid the rivets if your pockets have rivets in them, because those are hard to cut through, right? It'll break something, and they're really not suitable to sew through either. So avoid those rivets, but you do want that front pocket of any jean. So I cut from the side seam all the way over to the zipper. So you can make them whatever size you want, depending on what you would like and what your jeans look like. You do want some Insole Bright. That is a special batting and stuff that will deflect the heat off your heat pad. And then you want something for the back. So since we're in the kitchen, I found some cool chili peppers. So what we're gonna do is the same thing that we did with our placemat. We're gonna use that mat and rotary cutter to cut our backing about 1/2 inch larger than our front denim. So that again is going to give us that overlap and that straight smooth seam so that we do not have to fold our denim backwards. So we are ready, because I've got everything cut. We are ready to assemble. So we're gonna take our scrap denim plus our Insole Bright and stick those together. And then we're going to lay it inside of that backing material that we had. And all we're gonna do on that backing material is take that fold and we're going to fold it over so that we have a smooth seam. And because this is a little thicker than our placemat, we're gonna take a few moments to pin this in place before we stick this in our sewing machine. So give me a few minutes, we're gonna fast forward, and then we will be ready to go to the sewing machine. Okay, so that is all pinned, and you can see it just overlaps slightly all the way around. So that's going to be that cute little border that we had on our placemat as well. We're going to stick it in the machine. We're going to sew as close to this fold as we can. And then we have one more tip for you to try as well. So we are going to start away from the corners, that we make sure that we get a good attachment in this. If you want to do a decorative seam around it, you can do that as well. But we're going to do just a straight stitch. So we're going to fast forward through this and we will be right back with you. All right, so we've done our top stitching all the way around. You can see how cute this is, right? So it's got a plain backing. It's got a nice little edge on here. So this pocket right here, and the reason that we saved the pocket is you can use that pocket to use it as the pot holder. So stick your hand in that pocket, it stays nice and secure. That Insole Bright's gonna help protect your hand from the heat, and you can use it as your hot pad. So the other thing that I like to do is I like to hang these in my house. So those seams that we cut off a couple of weeks ago, we're going to use some more of that to make us a little hanger here in the corner. So we're going to take just a small piece. we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to use a stitch just to stick it right here in the corner so that we can also hang that on whatever we may have in the house. So it keeps nice and handy. And I want to turn this into a zigzag stitch on my machine so I can go right over the edges of this seam and everything's going to be super well held together. So we're just going to sew straight across the edges and back stitch for a little bit and get a good handle on that seam that we've inserted in. And because it's a seam and it's sewn together, that's not going to ravel or come apart on us. But now we have a great little hook on the edge of our hot pad that we can use in our house. So happy Creativity Month. Join us next week. We have one more activity you don't want to miss. Have a great day.